So before I jump into what I think about Anthem and BioWare and all that stuff, I do want to say that I think the game will be a big hit, and I think it's going to get a mass critical praise and great reception from fans. If EA's learned anything, it's they know how to handle stuff when it comes to loot boxes and all that. I highly doubt they'll mess up again, but they are EA, so I wouldn't put it past them. But I think that the game's going to do great. But that doesn't mean I don't have criticisms for what it is and what BioWare has done in the past versus what they're doing now. My biggest worry about this game is the fact that it's focusing on gameplay. And I know that sounds crazy. Of course it's focusing on gameplay. It's a video game. But honestly, that's one thing BioWare hasn't necessarily done in the past. A lot of their games really focus on story, on narrative, on characters, on backstory, on all of that stuff. It seems like they put all of that stuff first in comparison to the gameplay of their titles. I'm not saying Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect Andromeda or Dragon Age Inquisition had bad gameplay. I think the gameplay is great in those games. I just don't think necessarily that's where they shine the brightest. I think it's about the characters and the relationships, the bonds you build with these characters, and the adventures you go on with these characters. The stories told within these games are the best part of these games, in my opinion. Be sure to let me know down in the comments what you think, but I feel like that's what BioWare has shined at in the past, and it seems like they're deviating away from that with Anthem, which really saddens me because they're one of the few developers out there who make games like this and who focus on storytelling, characters. Not only that, but like choice-based narrative titles. They're really popular with like interactive dramas like the Telltale titles, and of course what Quantic Dream is doing. Those developers, they focus solely on story, but BioWare has always kind of given you the whole package. They give you the engrossing story along with the intuitive gameplay, and Anthem just seems like it's really focusing on this like shared world shooter experience similar to The Division, similar to Destiny, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because right now those games are thriving and people love them. It's honestly the smart thing for EA and BioWare to do right now. It's just really sad to me because it worries me about, is this game going to give me a traditional BioWare experience, or is it going to be all about the gameplay and all about the upgrades, the skill trees, and just the fun times with friends? That's just not really the type of experience I want from a BioWare game. And before I decided to record this video, I know it's probably going to get a lot of hate, and I totally understand that, but BioWare are masters of their craft. They've done storytelling and character building and all of that so great in the past, and with Anthem, it doesn't really look like we're going to be getting anything like that. But apparently there is an overarching plot and some story elements included. There's a base area where you can go back to, and it's in first person, and apparently that's where all the choice-based stuff and story-driven stuff, I don't really know if there's choice-based stuff, but apparently that's where all of that is going to take place instead of out in the world where you're going to see a bunch of random people who are technically experiencing the same story as you. So at least it does make sense that you have your own home base that no one else is around in. You can have your own single-player experiences within this home world, and hopefully we meet some cool characters. I'm hoping that the plot is amazing. Casey Hudson, I trust him implicitly. He has done some great games in the past. Mass Effect 2 is just one of them, and that's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. The story of that game is just incredible, and the characters just, oh my god, the game's amazing. But yeah, so apparently all the story stuff will take place inside this home base, and I'm just interested to see what that's like, because that right there is already really different than anything we've gotten from BioWare in the past, and I'm eager to find out. You know, I'm optimistic, but right now it just looks like we're going to be getting the opening of the game, and then they're going to plop us into this open world where we're going to play with our friends and have a great time and all that stuff, but it's not going to be the traditional BioWare experience that I'm personally looking for. I wasn't a fan of The Division. I wasn't a fan of Destiny. The worlds they create are beautiful, and there's amazing like environmental storytelling in those worlds, but I'm not getting the character building and just the narrative, the conversations between characters, the things that make video game stories great, and I really hope Anthem changes that. If any studio could do it, it would be BioWare. BioWare would be the first to make a shared world shooter with an engrossing story and just awesome characters, but only time will tell. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you think BioWare is going to create an amazing story within this shared world shooter of Anthem? The gameplay looks incredible. The presentation is top-notch, absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait for this game. It comes out next year, February 22nd, I believe, on all platforms besides Switch, of course, and I just can't wait. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening to me rant a little bit, and sorry it's been a minute since I uploaded a video on this channel. I've just been working a lot over on the Nintendo Enthusiast channel. I do a lot of stuff over there right now, but I'm going to try and start making more stuff over here. It's been a while, and I really apologize for that. I would really love feedback on this style of video because this is the type of stuff I'm doing over there, and I would like to bring it over here as well. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. I'm Brett Medlock. I will talk to you guys later.